I'm Michael Cole, this is JB Allen, and we welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's gonna get its face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, this could be 3 right here.
And there's the reversal.
Oh man, there's the tag. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
2.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE.
He's tagged in his partner.
Rey Mysterio is so fast, so agile, and so talented, and he's proven that he's championship material.
Sure. He was a champ for what? A couple of weeks? Of course it wasn't anything compared to my legendary reign.
It was longer than that. And if I recall correctly, he successfully defended the championship against you.
Yeah, a fluke victory against an injured opponent. That's how this little jumping bean has to win his matches. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago. He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure he can spare it? I think we know where he's going with this.
Here it comes, the FU! He just drove his opponent straight into the ground. Nice reversal.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. There's the reversal. Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do, the FU. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't tickle. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
Now there's a superstar with guts. These top rope moves, though, are high risk.
I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena shot up real quick, but he hasn't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of superstars give Cena much of a problem. He's held his own against some of the most talented veterans on the roster.
I assume you're talking about me, right? Well, let me tell you something. When John Cena beat me for the WWE Championship,
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous. He anticipated that move perfectly.
a lot of people think that Randy Orton's just an overhyped pretty boy, but I respect his accomplishments.
What, you mean like turning on the people who supported him and stabbing them in the back?
No. I mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history and having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade.
I'd have more respect for those achievements if Orton didn't earn them with such underhanded tactics.
Well, I've got news for you. Orton doesn't care what you or anyone else thinks, and that's why he's at the top of his game right now. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want...
I don't know. He's putting a lot on the line going up there. A lot of people think Rey Mysterio's really exciting to watch, but he just doesn't have the size nor the strength to compete at this level.
I think you're selling Mysterio short, no pun intended. Mysterio's developed a very unique style that makes the most of his natural speed and agility.
Sure, but if it comes down to Mysterio versus a super heavyweight, I know where I'm putting my money. Looks like he's going for it.
He sure is. The STFU is locked in.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand. He's going for it.
And he got it! RKO! He's going for the pin!
1, 2.
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Orton's never backed down.
Talk about adding insult to injury, and these fans love it.
Yeah, but you got to worry more about the injury and less about the insult till the match is over. There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me. Every time he enters the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
Speaking of the law of physics, I think Rey's gotten to a point where his competition is just too big and too strong.
He could pin his opponent right here.
2.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able.
And here's the cover. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how big. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
It's been a long time.